Alright, hi Danny, here's your 6139 Pogue, and that's the new bracelet fitted. That's the stainless steel H-link, and as you can see that's complete. Left that complete as requested, so that will need to be resized by yourself, and that's still got the protective stickers on. This solid stainless H-link. I've actually got my 6139 on today which is also an aftermarket solid stainless H-link. Honestly, these are hands down better than the originals. The originals jangle and rattle like crazy. I get why people want them for originality, but you can't beat these. Absolutely solid, brilliant. So again, the case, a light polish, so it's cleaned up a wee bit. You can see we've got the new stem and crown in place there, and the nice shiny dial crystal and inner ring. Chronograph, as you can see, very nicely there, with the crown in the fully in position. That rotates your inner bezel like so. Pull it out to the time setting position. That's just as a point of interest, that's been on the winding machine for about a week and has lost about 40 seconds. And that's on and off on the winding machine. So I will double check and give that a little bit of a tweak regarding regulation, but that's pretty good, pretty close. And as you can see there, start, stop and reset with the chronograph. Day and date, you're probably aware, but just in case you don't know, obviously these don't manually wind. You want to change the day and date, long press in, and you can see that changes day and date. So we are on, what are we on? Today is Wednesday the 4th, so I'll set that for you to Tuesday the 3rd, so a short sort of half press, if you like. As you can see with my thumbnail there, will change the date only. And as with any watch, you need to be doing this when the hands are in the lower quadrant between 3 and 9, and I tend to move the hands to around about the 6 o'clock position on, and this applies to any watch, just so that you don't stress the date finger, so it's not in contact with the works while you're changing it manually. So Tuesday the 3rd, pull out the crown, rotate counterclockwise, and you can see that changes over to today's date, which is Wednesday the 4th, and we are currently at 6:40-ish. Let's just over there. Just coming up to 6:42. As mentioned previously, you can stop, reset and start the chronograph at your leisure. That's what it's designed for, it's a chronograph. In regular use, so when you're wearing it generally, when you're not wearing it, you need to ideally leave the chronograph running at all times. You can stop, reset and start it to time things at your leisure, but otherwise you need to leave it running at all times, because the clutch system, it's 2 fingers which close in and grab a sprung disc, and when it's stopped, when you press the stop button, those fingers move in and stop it, and that's actually holding that spring under tension. So if this gets left for a long time in that position, that spring weakens, and then it has difficulty driving over the 12 o'clock position to move the minute recorder finger. So in general use, you need to leave that running at all times. So new seals all round, and the barrel arbors jewelled, etc. So there you go. I hope you enjoy wearing it. It took a little bit of cleaning up, this one, because of the broken stem and the water ingress, and it had a bit of corrosion internally, but it's cleaned up really, really nicely. And I hope you enjoy this and have many, many years of good use and enjoyment from it. One thing I forgot to mention is all your old used spare bits are here. So that's your old crystal. It's scratched. That could be polished if you were ever so inclined, because it's otherwise intact. So a good clean and a polish on a buffing wheel, and that would be usable again should you ever feel the need to do so. That's your old mainspring, and then this box contains the rest of the bits and pieces. So your original dial, chapter ring, stem, your seals, and your hands, and so on.